This is Dish and Dirt, where the truth comes raw and uncut. From messy drama to real relationship talk. If it's juicy, we're serving it up. Hit that subscribe and get ready. Cause we don't sweep nothing under the rug.
She clean with the badge, but she dish that dirt. Plate full of gossip, yeah, the flavor won't hurt. Serving law with the laughs, get your just desserts. Yeah. Clang goes the badge and the rumors go splat. Shovel in the hand where the real truth at. Frontier justice mixed with kitchen heat. She's serving dirt fresh, bon appetit. Chef Clara in the house, better check your shirt. Cause she clean with the bench, but she dish that dirt. Table set ready, yeah, the tea gets stirred. Chef Clara's name is the last word heard. Chef Clara's name is the last word heard. Last word heard. Chef Clara's name is the last word heard. Last word heard.
Good morning. Hey, everybody. What's up, Sandra and Rich? What's going on this morning? I was on the mobile. First of all, my phone is on 3%, so I'm glad I did get off of the mobile. But it didn't send out a notification that I was live, and I don't have the patience right now to sit there and wait for more people to, check their feed and see that I'm live. So I knew this would send out notifications to all 3 channels. So yes, I'm on all 3 right now. I prefer everyone come to Dish and Dirt. So I'm going to shut down 2 of the channels and have you all come over here to Dish and Dirt. Let me get you all the link to make life easier on all of us. Let me see. View on YouTube. Dun, dun, dun. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all doing good? I hope y'all are doing good. Alrighty, let's do this here. And hey, CP3. Waking and Baking with Cher. What's up, Angel B? Andrea Smith. I know you ready to get into some dirt. Alrighty. Did it go to the uncut? Let me see. Make sure it went to the uncut. I don't see it in the uncut chat. Oh, brother, it's too early in the morning to talk to you. Where is it? Let me see. Uncut. Alrighty, make sure they have it over there. Boom. Alrighty, so I'm going to shut down the Kevlo Troll page that I have. You guys have the link in the chat to come on over and see the changes there. And I'm going to shut down Dish and Dirt Uncut. You guys have the link in the chat. Come on over. Now view on YouTube. Remove by Dish and Dirt Uncut. And I do this so that the notification goes out to everyone. Hey, Cherie Morgan, aka the used to be Clara. Remember they said you were, well, of course you remember because they were trying to find you to find me, and they were willing to sacrifice anything and anybody. Oh my gosh. These are the people with the worst research skills I probably have ever come across. Oh my God. I'm not going to say in the world because I don't know everybody's research skills in the world. I'm just going to say that I have come across. One day I'll show the text messages between the Backpage Hoe and myself on how she continuously contacted me because she needed content for her channel. Are you coming back, boo? I haven't seen you post anything in a while. Over and over again. I'm like, girl, I'm not. This is before I really used to pay attention to what was going on in the chats. I wasn't even going in them. I wasn't speaking to nobody or nothing like that. And she's the one that really kept me here. Y'all should blame 504 for me because when I was just posting about Suge and minding my business, she was the one amping me up and telling me to come back. It's really her fault that I stayed so long. I mean, it might be a good thing for my brand, but she's the one that really kept me here the longest. Who's antisocial? Me? Rich. Who's antisocial? I was looking for you yesterday in Lonnie's chat, Rich. But anyhow, so they have the worst research skills I've ever come across. Oh, Lord. So they tried to find the avatar for the research engine. Why do you need this avatar for a brand? I mean, the page isn't about me. First, it started off about Suge, then others, and then it rebranded into the Outlaws, which was, the characters I created concerning Kevlo and his crew, and they needed a sheriff, but it still was nothing to do with me. And then when I rebranded it to Sheriff Clara with Dish and Dirt, it still has nothing to do with me. See, I don't make goofy names for my channel like Nola 504 Girl. Like, that's your brand? Like, they don't take this business serious at all. That's you're not building a brand with that. Come on. You want it to be about you. But then when it's about you and people talk about you, you get upset. I used to tell her that. I was like, when she would ask me stuff about her, topics she should talk about. And I'm like, if the channel is about you, then talk about you. But if the channel is about other topics, then talk about those other topics. The reason I have been talking about me so much is because I'm addressing many of the things that have been put out about me. And I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get on top of it. I could have ignored it and let them do this and that. And like, no, I have a brand now and I need to protect the brand. So let me get in front of the foolery that's going on and the rumors. Not a problem. I don't care. But that's not where the brand is going. Although, it's Dish and Dirt and, messy content, my life can be messy. All lives are messy, tell you the truth though. But anywho, so she used to always beg me for information to be her content. And I would dig up some dirt and I would give it to her. Some of it I would just post on my wall. Rich, believe it or not, you are absolutely right. That is one thing that my uncle used to say, that I was antisocial. And it's not really antisocial, it's an introvert. I live in my head. I think a lot, I overthink a lot, I underthink. No, I never underthink, that's a lie. But I prefer, thinking, as opposed to, People annoy me. Oh my God, I'm gonna say it. People annoy me. When I find out they're a little off, or I have a conversation with them and I realize they don't understand what I just said at all. Oh God, I've wasted my life, my energy talking to this person because they have no clue about what I just told them. They're not going to get it. That is annoying. You said you are an antisocial extrovert, so I get it. Yeah, I'm an introvert. Yes, you people are very annoying. So stop interrupting me, Rich. Come sit next to me. You doing too much. Come sit next to me while I try to, and don't touch me right there, okay? Don't do that. I'm trying to conduct a show here, or just talking. It's supposed to be on mobile, but anywho. So she finds these things and posts stuff on her wall, and I'm like, what an idiot. Like when she used to say I was cachet and wanted me to address it. Why would I address you when you're a little off in the head? Like, no one's going to believe that. Cachet got up there and showed herself and talked, and you still was like, nope, that's Cachet, that's Cachet. Oh, why would I have a conversation with that person? Why would I? No. Let her continuously, even when she was saying my real name, I just let her do it because she was hurting herself. I didn't need to do anything. I didn't need to say anything. I let other people address it or ignore her because she was making herself look stupid with the whole cachet thing and M Soul thing and this Barbie Girl Tina and this Damn D and it's this one. It's a collective. It's this. I just let her run with it. I ain't say nothing. I didn't have to. I just let her do it. So, and I played with her. Many days. Just like that time when Regina was like, she found me in Brunswick under another Tamitra, no, what was it? It was I don't know if she was Tamitra Williams. Yeah. And so when Regina did that, I said, let me mess with 504. So I was like, oh, Regina found me. Good job, Regina. And 504 went off as predicted, because she's so predictable. She didn't find you. I found you. Oh. I toyed with her. Listen, the same response that I'm giving now is the same responses I would have given then. What you gonna do, boo? Nothing. I mean, listen. She goes and finds wait a minute, let me see what I want to address first. Excuse me. I want to make sure I don't miss a step. So she finds that she pulls out she says the avatar that you guys see on the screen, she knows who it is. Like, and I just picked somebody off of Google and thought she was a pretty girl and made an avatar of her. And and then, so for her to say, I found her, and I'm like, okay, well, here she is. Matter of fact, what is her name? I don't even, you gotta like do the Google over her picture. She has on the black suit and she's sitting there at the desk there. And I just added a microphone, but the same nails, same everything. And so 504 doesn't post anything. She just said she found the person. So I said, okay, well, here she is. Contact her. No big deal. I don't care. And so then on Moonlight's post, she has a picture of the sheriff with another lady. And I'm like, they look kind of similar. So I Googled the image and it said a Tamara Lambert. Oh, okay. Was there any connection to this Tamara Lambert? This person just happened to have a T in their name, sound like mine, and a Lambert. But you have a picture of me, so that can't be me. So you just throw it up there and hope that it sticks. So I'm like, okay, well, here's the real lady, same outfit, same nails, and here's the same picture and avatar. Are you going to take that down? Are you going to apologize to your audience for lying to them? Are you going to admit that you don't have the research skills that are compatible to mine? Or are you going to continuously look like the back page hoe and post erroneous information and expect people to believe it? At this point, people are laughing at you. They're not believing you. They're laughing at you. That's dumb. So I think I talked about my bankruptcy one time on a video as Yaya, and they found that video, and that's how they knew that I went through bankruptcy, 100 years ago, and fixed that problem situation and everything. And so I know what you're going to pull up because I know what's out there. And, I don't have a I don't have a criminal record. I've never been arrested, but I did get a disorderly conduct. But never arrested. No stealing, no check situation, stealing bad checks or still, using bad scripts to buy drugs, no robbing banks, no stealing from a mama or nothing, doing drugs. You're not going to find any of that kind of stuff. Listen, it's not even the word find. There isn't anything like that. I'm just going to go ahead and say there isn't anything like that. It's like, okay. And I'm not concerned, so you're not getting at me because, so the disorderly conduct I already spoke about in a few videos ago, but because they want to continuously talk about it, we'll talk about it again because, I got to give my haters something to go on. I got to give them something to believe in or motivate them or whatever it is I'm thinking. But anyhow, so I think I've already told my audience. I've been doing this for years. I think my uncle already said it. She's been doing this for years. Okay. I've already said that we've been on chat lines. We've done the TPO things. We've played in the court systems. We've had the YouTube videos, the Facebook pages. We did it all. We did. And these things we did almost 20 years ago for a lot of the stuff. Because I think I started calling the chat line back in my 20s, 21 maybe. So I've gained a lot of skills and experiences since then. And that's why I'm good at what I do. Because I've learned lots of skills. And so Moonstank wants to show a TPO I put out on someone else from the chat line. The lady in that TPO put out 2 TPOs on me. One she had the wrong county for, and they, dismissed that case, of course, because she didn't have a case because I had never reached out to her, never called her on the phone, never contacted her in any way, shape, or form, and just used her Facebook pages, pictures, and put it in my video. And the courts are like, it's nothing we can do. She hasn't contacted you. So I already know. The judge said, maybe, she'll be nice enough to take the stuff down. And I looked at the judge and gave him a look like, nope, I'm not. Eventually, YouTube took it down many, many years ago, when they started changing their policies and rules. So when she decided to get 2 TPOs on me, I said, okay, I'm going to be a smart ass bitch too. And I'm going to do a TPO on her. So we went from county to county playing this game. We did a lot of dumb shit. And that's part of the reason why I'm like, I'm not going to tell you who I am, because I know the stupid shit y'all going to do. We going to court. We doing this. We doing that. Hey, Miss Chicago, I already know what you're going to do. I saw when Regina and Sister T was doing it. I knew nothing would come of it, either of them. Now, the fact that Suge played that video and got Sister T in trouble and she went to jail for those few days. Now that, I was like, boy, they stupid. But you're talking to a person who was also doing stupid shit in front of the courthouse. I was doing stupid shit, but I wasn't an old lady, with all of that to lose. But anyhow, I look, I laugh because I know the moves that they will make. So I'm laughing also at Moonstink because she's listening and getting information from that ex-boyfriend of mine that I told y'all about that turned out to be married. And he's the one that posted up the pictures with the gun. She's the only dummy that wants to post these pictures. And I'm like, you do know, one, that's against the law, but two, YouTube is going to take your channel eventually. Like, they're going to catch up to all the flags that are already in place. What's up, Ryder? What's up, Mike? They're going to catch up to you. And they're going to take your channel. And you need that money. You need those cash apps. And I'm not just going to take Troll Report. I'm going to take Moonlight Nation. I'm on your heels, baby. I'm here for your channels. Y'all came at me personally. I said, if you come at me personally, I'm going to have to take you down. And y'all cry when I hit y'all. I'm like, I'm supposed to. And Moonstink, you better check on my ex. His channel is gone. And if he makes another one, I'll take that one too. Until eventually YouTube will catch on to his pattern and ban him from making any more channels. And he's so off on who I am and where I am in this life. He's giving you old information. I mean, he literally gave you a TPO from, what's that, 11 years ago? The same time that all that stuff was going down at the same time. He knew nothing. Him tell, I'm going to put out your deed. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. On a house I sold. And your stupid ass post the address, 504, been there, done that a year ago. You are really slow. You are really behind. And I'm just going to take it down and make your channel go down. That's how you are slow. You're not even doing your own research. You just taking anything anybody gives you. You are really slow. Lord have mercy. I don't know. No wonder only an African would have sex with you because and give you a baby, because Americans, a Black American man, he know you slow. You had to get an African who doesn't speak the language very well, and he couldn't understand what you were saying half the time. So he didn't know just how slow you are. This is an educated man that went to a university, got his degree, started a new life with his new family, and left you behind. You were something to do, but he didn't even understand you. You guys got on live together and he didn't know what the hell you were talking about. And y'all have a 16-year-old daughter together. So for 16 years, this man has not understood a word you said. That's how you got pregnant. Because he didn't understand a word you were saying. If he understood like the average African American Black man on this planet, he would have never, ever gotten you pregnant. To this day, this man doesn't understand you. Now, I don't like to go in on people like this because, listen, I'm going to tell you something. When I was created with a mind that reads people to their core. When I speak, it's powerful. When I speak, it can tear down or build up. I can motivate you to want to be the next president of the United States of America. You will feel like you have a chance. Or I can make you feel like the scum of the earth, worse than a New York City rat. This is why I try to guard my tongue when I speak or when I write, because my words, my voice, they're very powerful. Now, I don't want to speak ugly of you, Moonstank. I don't want to speak ugly of you, Backpage Hoe. See, I don't just roast. No. I wouldn't even call it roasting. I dig into your souls and I pull it out. And I just make you look at yourself. And you look at yourself and hate yourselves. That's all I do. I just pull out your souls and make you look at yourselves. And I get it. You both hate yourselves. You hate your lives. You hate that you spent all these years on this planet never married. The Backpage Hoe says that she was married. No, I think she just used that man's last name because she has no wedding pictures. Not a one. He didn't marry her. He didn't marry her. Show us the wedding pictures. Show us. See, I don't have to show any wedding things. You know, my uncle outed me with she was married to an African, but he wasn't African. He is not African. So I don't have to prove anything. Not that I would care to. But anyhow, neither one of these women have ever been married. Never had a man that wanted to be with them for the long run. That's pretty sad. And now they're taking that anger, that frustration, that loneliness out on everybody on YouTube. 5 says, I'm just reacting. But let somebody react to her. Why y'all coming at me? They always talking about me. They always say my name. And then all I did was. And she's not going to get what I just said. She's so, I'm the victim. She's not going to get it. So I'm talking to y'all. I'm not even talking to her because she's not going to get it. She's off. And they worry about my mental. Yeah, I got to be crazy that I spoke to that cornball on the phone for a whole year. She was just something to do. I ain't tell that lady nothing. She was just something to do in between time. She called me all the time asking about this one, that one, whatever. I called her because I wanted to know the gossip. She would, keep me abreast when I was busy. And now that I've switched jobs and decided to go part-time, I have more time to spend playing with her. and others on here. But she never knew anything about me. The goofball was saying, yeah, she says that she is she's so light that she could pass for white. That's not what I said. I said my mother was. The whole time this heifer kept saying I said it. I never said that about myself. She couldn't remember a thing I said to her. We talked for a whole year and she couldn't tell y'all one thing we talked about. She couldn't tell you one thing personal about me. All the one story about the white thing wasn't even about me. I said, this lady, no wonder she had to record me because she couldn't remember what the hell I said. Dang, hold on, y'all. Let me take a sip. Okay, it was a gulp. Anyhow. So yeah. And so okay, what else did she post that I wanted to address? She said the avatar. Oh, and then she talked about R. Neil Bay, rest in peace, my brother, the grand governor of the Moore Science Temple of America. Well, he used to be before he died. But she's thinking he's my husband. Talking about, oh, you can't touch him no more. I'm like, touch him? Boy, he was not my husband. What kind of research are you doing? You could do a quick Google search and his wife comes up. His life comes up. So I don't know what you digging deep into when it's right there on Google. His wife, she's in a wheelchair. My uncle already told you I ain't in no wheelchair. So why do you, and then you think you can intimidate me with somebody else, a whole person that's not connected to me in any way, shape, or form, and try to use that to get in my head? No. So you might as well dox everybody in the Moore Science Temple of America. And if I were you, I would not do that at all. I wouldn't do that with the Moors. But and your Sinetta, who you say called you sister, I don't think he would be very happy if you talked about his good friend R. Neil Bay like that. I don't think he would. I just wouldn't do it if I were you. But you do what you do. You know how you get you get scared first and then you get tough. And you start talking about, I don't give a fuck, I don't care, I'm gonna do. And then I'll just report the channel and have it taken down. Every time y'all get hyped and you're like, I don't care, y'all start saying things. And I just sit there and say, I want the channel. You can do all that huffing and puffing. You can say all that you want to say. I want the channel. Yeah. See, and I want you to be like Garrick, that YouTube recognizes a pattern with you and take down any channel you create after. That's what I'm doing with you guys. Building patterns. Yeah. See, there's a YouTube algorithm for bad behavior. Yeah. You keep saying, I don't care about the channel. I just want to say, yes, you do. You care about that money. You care. So stop pretending like you don't. Stop. Same thing with Moonstake. I've put in enough reports on you guys to show YouTube that you guys can't control yourselves, that you guys aren't trustworthy to have channels. And so every time you see something go bloop, 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 and y'all like, well, that wasn't a strike. Oh, well, that didn't take my channel. It's called building a pattern. Yeah. Now, y'all can go and report that Kevlo page and have a good time with it. It doesn't attach itself to me. That's why I separated everything. Like Kevlo said, you smart. Yeah. The sheriff, yeah. She's smart. Look at Kevlo. He don't know what to do, honey. He's used to fighting a certain way, and it's like I birthed him. I birthed this boy. He's like, yeah, you don't know how we do on Bigo. Yes, I do, because we did all that stuff already. You guys learned it from us. You learned it from us. I know every move you're going to make, and I'll trump your moves. And I make you backstep your moves, just like when I made you change that avatar. Change my picture to an avatar. Boy, I gave the picture. I literally posted it on my wall and gave you all the picture of me in the hospital getting a boil off my back. That thing was so painful. And I'm in there making those faces, sending those pictures out. I don't care. I'm very confident and know who I am. And I'm not worried about material things or this material world. What does it gain a man and gain the world and lose his soul? I know who I am outside of this earth. When you don't know who you are, when you don't understand who you are, you compete with people with earthly things. Like, look at my house, look at my car, look at my nose, look at my teeth, look at my hair, look at all these things. Heaven and earth shall pass away. And when it was talking about earth, it was talking about your body, the things in this world. You can't take it with you. I don't fight over things I can't take with me. These earthly things, this earthly body. Oh, look, my eye look better than your eye. You know how silly y'all look to y'all creator. How silly y'all look to y'all's God. When you get dressed up to go to church on Sunday and think you're holy. To who? A holy mess. I'm being committed to my wife and my husband. I'm not going to cheat. I'm a good woman and man of God. God ain't even impressed. Because he told David when David was cheating on his well, he wasn't even cheating. He was cheating. It was another man's wife. Y'all go read the story. Anyhow, the Bible said that God said that if you wanted more wives, I would have given it to you. So I'm not even going to go there. Let me speak to my chat. Hey, truth teller. Kimberly Ellis, handyman, handyman up and away. Okay, good morning, sweetie. Phoenix Rising, my mod in the chat. Hey, mods. Thank y'all so much for what y'all do. You don't get paid for it, but I appreciate you. You know, sometimes we got to watch how we talk to our mods. Sometimes I'll be like, when people say, mods, do your job, I'll be like, glad I'm not a mod in their chat, because I will block everybody in their chat and leave. Who the hell you talking to? Talking about mods, do your job. Say that one more time. If I'm a mod, I'm gonna block everybody in your chat and leave. What's up, DL? Hey, Kwame. Yes, y'all gotta watch how y'all talk to y'all moms. These people you ain't paying these people to do this stuff for y'all. Do your job. What? Disrespectful? Say it to me. Say it to me. You won't have a chat. You'll be like, who blocked everybody? I don't know, because I ain't never coming back. But yes. So I'm just enjoying the warfare. You know, we got a lot of time on our hands. Like I've said before, now that we've got all these dishwashers, washing machines, and all this stuff, we got a lot more time on our hands. And I do love mind games. I love war. I love studying about wars. And even though I don't like fights, like really, if people got into a fight outside, I'll be like, oh God, don't hurt each other. But I love the mind games of warfare, like the actual physical fight, no. But I like to study the strategies of Hannibal and the Roman Empire and the things they did to each other. I like studying my boy uh Castro. Oh man, Castro, man, they tried to take Castro out so many times with that ice cream and stuff. That man, ooh, he had a beautiful mind. Mm, I miss old Castro. They wanted to take that man out, they could never get him. I admire him, and I would like to channel that energy, that wisdom, that strength, that confidence, that mind, the mind games he played with the other countries. But anywho, thank you, Rich. Please hit the like button and share the stream. I think he's trying to be a mod, y'all. But I'm not under the channel right now to make him a mod, but I might make him a mod because I don't have an option in StreamYard right now. But so yes, the back page ho, I want your channel. Moonstank, I want your channel. I already took my ex-boyfriend's channel, Mr. Oxford, over there, his channel. Kevlo is the only one doing his best to play it smart, but yesterday, I think I have those videos. I think I do. See, people think that YouTube may take 2 or 3 days to respond to reports, but sometimes it could take them a month to respond to reports. And I'm just being honest with you because many of the reports have to have human eyes. And you see all of the people on YouTube. And the troll character, the harassing character, it's not just in this sector in life. It's throughout the world. That's a mindset. And so when YouTube, think about it, they come back on Monday, on Monday morning, and there are literally 200,000 reports to go through. There's not 200,000 employees working for YouTube just to go through our reports. I mean, like, listen, let's be real. So it takes them a while. So enjoy your channels while you can. And please go hard. Post your hardest stuff. Post something that might make me go, ooh, that hurt a little bit. Post something that will make me say, oh, maybe I should rethink this YouTube thing. They're coming for me. Ooh. Post something new. Post something I don't know about. Post something I didn't put out myself. Post that. Maybe I'll respond like you do and go, ooh, ow, she found me. She doxed my whole family. She did that. She did that. What? And I'm like, how is this the beef sector when these people can't handle the beef? You can't handle it. When you're in the beef sector, like the doxing is going to happen. And if you can't take it, then this isn't an area you should be in. Like I told Coach Vic, look, they put out your picture, you out. Talking about you gonna come back after you lose weight. Well, and he admitted, he said, listen, I ain't built for this sector. No, baby, you not. Because as soon as they put that picture came out, they caught you off guard. You ready to run, baby. You need to work on yourself a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not putting a brother down in any way, shape, or form. Matter of fact, I think it's honorable when you can recognize your weaknesses and say, yeah, that ain't for me. Than to stay and cry and whine when you have involved yourself, and now that they're coming at you, you want to cry like, why they coming at me? No. That's not the game, baby. That's not the game. That's not the game at all. Well, you know, Rich, you say wait until it starts getting regulated by the FCC. You know, with all these ICE agents and senators and congressmen being doxxed, they're going to change some laws. There's going to be some laws change eventually. As soon as the Congress people can write up the bills, agree upon them, get them enough sponsors, eventually there will be laws changed and the game will change. Me, I'm trying to retire out of the game. I saw it coming. I said, ooh, this is going too far. And y'all can ask Biz. Before, I think before they created the takeover, I started to say to Biz, I'm getting bored with all of these videos and shows and lives about just fighting and the repeated process over and over and over and over. I'm not interested. When I have to research someone and dig into them, I got to get into their minds. I got to figure out how they think, they move. I got to get into their heads, and that is not easy. It's sort of like a Teru or gypsy or, person that has to channel the energy of the person that they're reading to pull their cards. That's why I don't take no whimsical, let me pull a card and no. You got to channel that person's energy to pull the right cards for them. I don't even like doing it no more for myself because I had to channel my own energy to pull the cards. But anyhow, I'm not getting into that. But it's all about energy. And when I research someone, I channel their energy. I channel their moves. I study them. That's how I'm able to bring them down, defeat them. And it's not an easy task. And it's a dark place. And many minds of the people that I have doxxed are very dark. These people, when I say you're sadistic, that you are far gone, it's because I've been in your mind. I've been in your head. Many don't have nothing there, but many, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. But anyhow, so yeah, I wanted to address that. Plus, I like talking to you guys. I just wanted to talk to you guys and give y'all updates because I know you love to hear the stories. You guys, snoop around. I don't blame people when they go to this person's channel and that person's channel and they go to listen. They don't hit the like button like, because I don't like you. I don't support you. But they'll go to listen in the bushes like, dang, they said that about your girl. Dang, is she going to address it? I don't know. I still like her. I'm still going to go over there and support her. I don't care, but I'm going to listen. Hell, I do the same thing for all y'all. I'm nosy. I want to know too. Dang, they said that. Dang. That's all right. I still support you because you're a human being. And we like to be in each other's business. We like gossip. Hello, the channel is called Dishing Dirt. Gossip. Okay. So I don't know why we acting like we scared to go listen to some good gossip. And I, have had lots of stories. I have I'm pretty sadistic myself, I guess. I continue to revert back to my heart, and I say, well, your heart is in the right place. But you are one evil bitch. God dang. Petty Betty. So as I look back at my work, as I look at old videos of myself, I'm like, dang, you said that. Dang, you did that. I try to blame it on the yaya. I try to separate it from myself and be like, yeah, that was a separate person. Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was your crazy ass. And I don't laugh because I'm like, I don't laugh in a way that's being proud of everything. It's more so like, girl, you crazy. God. And so when karma catches up to me, all I can say is, you shot me. You got me. Like, there is another picture with me holding a gun that I took a few years ago that was more recent that I did to Inky. And people think the one that I did with the ex-boyfriend is the picture that Taharka was talking about. That's not the picture Taharka's talking about. There's actually another one. That other one, I put it to the mouth. Now, that's the one. But don't get y'all channels popped because it's going to be hard for you not to show the one to the mouth. I did that one to piss Inky off. I was like, nigga, I'll show this picture and make people think you killed me. You the reason I'm dead. Boy, the lengths I will go to mess with the mind. Oh, I love mind games. I love messing with people. So no, the images that you guys are, that Anthony, that was his name, is posting from 3 years ago. And he's like, I got more pictures. And I'm like, Anthony, stop lying to these folks. What you gonna show? Picture me in the car crying about my dog dying? Shit, show that picture. Yeah. If he still has that one. He has the gun pictures. He probably still has a picture of me crying about my dog dying. My dog got hit by a car, ran over. But he was still alive, so I had to take him over to the place, and they had to euthanize him because his back was broke. His eyeball came out the socket. Yeah, it was poor, terrible. His name was Fortune, my poor doggy. But that was in like 2014, same time the chat situation. And I was crying to him, look at what happened to my dog. So he might show that picture of me crying. Yeah, hey, use it. I'll just report you. I don't care. It shows that I have emotions, that I care. And if you care about a dog, then surely you care about human beings. You have a heart, right? It would show that I have a heart. Too bad Anthony never got the naked pictures of me. Yeah. Y'all should ask Inky for the panty pictures, the more sexy pictures. Yeah. I think Anthony got some of those. But yeah. No, yeah, Inky has those, not Anthony. Anthony doesn't have any of those. He's probably pissed watching this, thinking about another man having my pictures and not him. Oh, that would send Anthony through the roof. Because think about it, 11 years and he's still trying to find me. He held on to those pictures for 11 years in his phone. And he's a married man with a stepson. But he kept those pictures of me. The effect I have on men, I told you, my voice is powerful. My mind is powerful. When I speak, I pull your soul out and make you look at it. I affect people for years and years. There will be people that want to spit on my grave when I'm dead and gone, the things I have done to them. Oh well. May you get your wish. Won't bother me, because if I'm dead, I wouldn't care who you spitting on. Spit on yourself. Rich, you are not going to get, well, you're not going to get it from Anthony. Anthony don't have the sexy pictures. You better talk to Inky. Yeah, I think Inky and Taharka were the only ones that had the sexy pictures. Taharka's not going to give it to you. Inky, if he get mad enough, he might show it to you, if he still has them. Mm-hmm. Inky can be petty too. But why would he keep the pictures? Is he beating off to them? That would be kind of sexy. Now, if those pictures come out, I'm gonna be flattered. I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna be flattered because you kept those pictures. I still got Inky's dick picture. It was a nice size. He wanted me to see it. This is in the middle of our arguing. In the heat of battle, this nigga sent me a hard dinger picture. I think we were going through sexual frustration. This is why I don't really like to argue with women. You know, if I argue with men, it's sexual frustration. So arguing with the Backpage Hoe, Kevlo, and Moonstank, that's arguing with women. I don't get turned on by that. And yes, I purposely put Kevlo in there. I don't get turned on by arguing with Kevlo. But going back and forth with men, ooh, that was a heated time, boy. I stayed horny. Mm-hmm. Ooh, going back and forth with men where they were sending me dinger pictures, nice and hard. Ooh, Lord, I wish I could show you. Inky, listen here. I know you pissed at me. You always gonna be pissed at me. But that dinger picture, ooh, that still get me moist. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna hold on to that picture till the day I die. Ooh, that was a nice picture. Now, the rest, you can keep that. But that dinger, man, maybe I was digmatized. All that text messaging back and forth, honey, I was digmatized. Send me the old dinger picture. I was digmatized. I wasn't even too much into your face, but the dinger. Mm-hmm. What's up, Sandra? Let me stop playing with y'all. I'm going to drop the link. See who wants to come up. I wanted to give them something. I had to give them something, hype me up. Listen, I gained 34 subscribers. 34 subscribers from the day that Suge gave them those videos of me saying who I am and all of that. Yeah, so thank you, for the promotions. I really enjoyed it. Could y'all put the pictures back up of me and say sexual deviant over it? I think that's what got me at least 20. Because the men came flocking over here, after I did that one. So, could y'all, post that one again? Yeah. Ain't nothing like free promotion. So, yeah. I'm waiting to see who's going to hit the link. There was something else. I forgot that fast. I was too busy laughing. Plus, somebody's outside mowing the lawn, and I heard the weed thing. Let them hate. They not really haters. They fan, admire your work. Mad they can't walk a mile in your shoes. That is so true, Ryder. I see them mimicking so many things that I do. And they're watching now to see what they can learn from me and use it. And hey, if it makes you better, then let it make you better. But I still want your channels. So yeah, I still want your channels. Um, Look at Teran. Teran says to me, I'm doing a pre-church gym session. Now, Teran, I have a few videos that are coming up about your gray shorts in our conversations, our very first conversations about your gray shorts. And the fact that you came in here telling us that you are doing your pre-church gym session tells me that you want the ladies that are in my chat to go to your channel and watch you work out in those gray sweatpants. And I'm not going to lie to you. If I remember after this live, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to watch you work out for your pre-church gym session and hope to see the gray pants, sweatpants specifically, not just gray pants. It has to be gray sweatpants and not too loose, not too tight, not too loose. So, just enough so we can see things swinging, just swing over here, swing over there. You were created, if you're created, and I'm not going to speak directly to or about Terrance, but if you're created with a monster, then I believe that it is for show. And because we live in a society that includes children, it shouldn't be for show for everybody, of course, but it should be for show for lovely ladies like myself who enjoy what God has created. So if you were created with a horse, a mule, a monster, then you should wear certain pants that someone designed perfectly to watch it swing. A little back and forth action. There's nothing wrong with a little back and forth action. Swing, batter, 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 batter. Teran says he feels objectified. You should, because I am objectifying you. And I do that with many men in my life. I do care about the brain, but I've learned that it's not as important as the rest of the body. So, yeah. Teran says, I was saying, he was telling me that he's in the middle of his workout, so he can't hit the link and come up here, but he should have said that first. So it's the narrative I put out there that he wanted me to know he's working out in the gym and go watch him. Truth teller, I am. And it feels good to, our generation, you had to keep all of that secret. You had to be sneaky about it. But and it was good to be sneaky, with the sexual talk and everything. Remember, we had to sneak to listen to Luke say "Doo-doo Brown." That wasn't played on the radio before Tupac and all of them messed up the thing and had everything change where now they can play anything on the radio. There was a time that there was certain hours that the radio station could play certain songs. And, I remember one time, what was that girl's name? I forget her name. She was My Puerto Rican sister. Yes. I love my Puerto Rican. Shout out to my Puerto Rican sisters. You know, I hung out with her one year all summer. And all her friends and family that came around, they would speak Spanish and I would just sit there. And it wasn't until the end of the summer, I was about 14 or 15. And I was with my grandparents' house, at my grandparents' house for the summer. So I'm hanging out with her. And my grandmother didn't want me to hang out with her because she was, you know, a teenage mother. She had a baby and my grandma didn't want me hanging out with her. But I did what I wanted to do. My grandma let me do it and hope that I didn't get pregnant and do nothing that this girl was doing, which I didn't. I was a very good girl. It's like I'm lying, but not during that summer, I was a good girl. So anyhow, so she had gotten so that whole summer that I was hanging out with her and her friends and her family and stuff, they would speak Spanish around me. And it wasn't until the end of the summer that somebody actually turned to me and started speaking Spanish. And I said, not Puerto Rican. We were talking to you all summer and you didn't say anything. Nope. I could interpret some things that they were saying, but I didn't know what they were saying. She would tell me later. But anyhow, that's how much of a chameleon I am. I just, you know, I could fit in and you don't even know. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But yeah. So she had gotten a cassette tape of Luke. And we waited till her mom left and she got the cassette player out and we was in there listening to Luke, sitting on the floor, just in her mom's living room, sitting on the floor, listening to Luke on that cassette player. But now today, you know, they play anything. There's no nothing. Everybody, you know, they got everybody. You can get on YouTube now and twerk in your panties and nobody don't care. I'm like, dang. So all of that, these children don't know. They don't understand what it's like to sneak and have those memories of sneaking around. These children don't have to sneak about nothing. Man, I remember one time we was at my cousin's house, and this is one of the older cousins, and she was babysitting me and my other cousins. I think we had the day off from school. It was one of those school week holidays, Easter holiday. I don't know which it was. It was a holiday week. And so I'm showing my cousins the steps I knew. You know those old nasty steps we used to do in school. I break it down. All them little nasty. I'm so and so, and I do this and I do that. Whatever, how it go, right? What's up, Russell Red? And you doing all those nasty steps. You know them little boys used to like it in school and everything, right? So I'm in the backyard showing my cousin the steps. Like, this is what we do at my school. And the older cousin that was babysitting us, she was like, I'm going to tell your mama. Oh, Lord. So when my mama came to pick me up, and my cousin says, okay, show your mama what you was doing out in the backyard. So I showed my mama what I was doing. And she said, you better not ever catch me. And she's Southern, so she said it with a Southern accent. How she said it, I don't know. Anyway, it just comes out. My accent comes in and out. But anyway, so she's like, you better not ever let me catch you doing that again. So guess what? With my smart mind, this third grade, I said, well, you will never catch me doing it again, because I'm only going to do it at school where I learned it. So no, she never, ever, ever caught me doing it again. But I still did it. Yeah, I still did it. She couldn't stop me. She thought she was my mama. See, I've always been rebellious. So when you got Moonstank in the back page hole over there thinking they can tell me what to do and get me straight and get me together. Look, y'all called my uncle. Thought y'all was going to get help from him. Can you help us? Can you help us with us? He said, no. Y'all need to call the police on my niece because she crazy. See, when Moonstink replayed the videos, the audio of my uncle, how come she don't play the part where he said, y'all need to call the police. I can't help y'all. My niece crazy. She will do stuff to me too. Hell no, she'll come for the whole goddamn family. Hell no, y'all on your own. Y'all are on your own. Good luck. I hope you get the outcome you're looking for, because that bitch crazy. Play the part where he told y'all to call the police. He told y'all, call the goddamn police on her. She don't listen to none of us. I sure don't. You don't tell me what the fuck to do. But anyhow, it's been an hour and 4 minutes. That should be enough time for you guys that are just coming in to go back and restart the live. I talk about the back page hole. I talk about Moonstink. I talk about Kevlo a little. I don't even think I got on Kevlo. He's so not interested. He don't know what to do with himself. The boy didn't change his name to his cousin name. He just jumping out the window. Boy, he just too easy. Like, boy, go sit down somewhere. But the other two that's been crying for my attention, I've addressed them. So y'all go back and let y'all listen to it. I'm going to end this live since nobody hit the link. They ain't said they're going to hit the link. They just wanted to hear my lovely voice. Yes. Cache and I sound nothing alike. Cache, no offense, darling, but I sound far more sexier than you do. I don't know how they thought that you and I were the same person when I am far more sexier. Bye-bye, all. Thank you, mods. Thank you, chat. Thank you, everyone who showed up to the show. Au revoir. Ciao. Arrivederci. C'est la vie. Hasta luego. I'm gone.
Chef Clara in the house, better check your shirt. Cause she clean with the badge, but she dished that dirt. Plate full of gossip, yeah, the flavor won't hurt. Serving all with the laughs, get your just desserts. Yeah. Clang goes the badge and the rumors go splat. Shovel in the hand where the real truth at. Frontier justice mixed with kitchen heat. She's serving dirt fresh, bon appetit. Chef Clara in the house, better check your shirt.